Hi and welcome to a My Stamp Lady video. Today I'm going to show you how I made this tag. This is part of my 12 tags of Christmas, but I thought this was kind of a fun little different way of making a tree. So let's get started. The first thing I did is I cut out the green patterns pack with the Big Shot and the scallops. This is the scallop circle, and this is scallop circles number 2. And ran those through the Big Shot and wound up with the 3 sizes of circles. So then I took my scallop and I didn't go all the way down. However, I think I'm going to try mine a little further. I just kind of folded it, left it so that I picked between 2, there we go, and just kind of folded it down so that we would see a little bit of the back other side paper color. Then I folded it in half, and then opened it. That's just to get the mark of where I want to fold my center. And I just then repeated this with the other 2 circles. Now it looks like my bottom for this one is going to be a bit narrower because I made it a little bit, I folded it over a little bit more. So let's repeat with this one. Just fold some of the top over, and then go in half, get that half mark, and then go down. And when I was playing around with this, I discovered you could really use your circles either way. You could use and have the back showing or have the front part showing. And I kind of liked having the folded side showing just because then it gave it a little more texture. In half, and so this is my last circle I'm using, and get that to the middle. And one thing that's really nice is it really just holds itself. So then what I did is I just took and layered my circles like that, and I got my tree. And now this is showing the folds up, but if you just put them together, you could also use it this way and having kind of a smoother look and not show the folds. I then took a sponge dauber and some of the garden green, which is the color of the designer paper, and just highlighted those edges, give it a little bit of depth. Go along and do that. There. So then let's put it together. And I took and put some adhesive on the back side and tucked it in. And on this largest one, put some adhesive and put it in to get my tree. And I just took a piece, this is just a piece of the chocolate chip cardstock, and I'm just kind of wrinkling it up to give it some texture, and then slip that right in to my tree. Okay, so there I have my basic part of the tree. Now I'm going to take, and I just took some of the cherry cobbler twine, baker's twine, and started at the top, and at the top took and just took this tape, and then I just went around. Now I did take just the tiniest bit of Tombow adhesive, this snail adhesive, just to kind of hold it just temporarily as I was coming around my tree. There we go. Looks like I can go around this one a couple of times. Now I did make up my little holder for my cherry cobbler baker's twine. Next step I took some of the rhinestone basic jewels, and then I took a Sharpie marker and colored my jewels just so that they will have the red look to them. And if you don't handle them too much, the Sharpie works really well. And I just started putting down the jewels. Okay. On the back side here. Okay, now you'll notice that sometimes there just isn't enough adhesive with the jewels just to hold themselves. So what I did is I took a mini glue dot, folded it in half just to make it a bit smaller, and then I would just tuck it underneath that jewel, and that will hold it better. There we go. And you could do the same thing to hold your twine on the back side if you want, but I found tape works really well too. Okay. And let's see, we'll just add another piece of tape here. Kind of hold that where I would like that to be before I taped it to my finger. There we go. And we'll put one more there. Okay, so now I have my tree ready. So now let's just get the tag ready. So the next step is I took my tag shape. Then I took a piece of this silver glimmer paper and I made it as wide as my tag, but I wanted to get that hill look. So I took and I put it on a self-healing cutting mat. This one's from the mat pack, and then from my cutter kit. And I'm going to push pretty hard because that glimmer paper has a bit of thickness to it. And let's put that down, but before I do, I think I'll stamp my snowflakes, which this snowflake is from Christmas Post. We'll just get the snowflakes on there. That's Bashful Blue. Oh, for some reason that's not wanting to stick that spot. Okay. Then I can just trim off any overhang. Now, the next step is just to take my tree, and I decided just to use some excuse me, mini glue dots, and just went around and put in some general areas the mini glue dots. There we go. And place my tree down. There we go. Now, oh, look what I did. Pick that up. There we go. Okay, put this down. There we go. Okay, set my ribbon. Top, just some red satin ribbon. Pull that back in. Pull that back in. There we go. Now the last little spot to do is my tag. So let's take some real red ink. This is from Wordplay. This stamp is this image. Ink that, stamp that, and then I punched it out with the wide oval punch. There. Center that. Mounted, well, first of all, let's take the little sponge dauber, catch the edge. I find it works better if I hold it up in the air like this, catching the edge. Okay, place that down. I cut this little label from the Matchbox die with the Big Shot. And we'll set a couple of this little smaller size pearl jewels, and this time I'm going to leave them the way they came. One on each end. And then I want to have that to set up a little bit from my tag. So we'll put a dimensional on each side. And there we have tag number 10, I believe I'm on. Set that down a bit crooked. There you go. If you have any questions, be sure to contact me at chris@mystamplady.com. Thanks for watching.